Welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega, and we are delving in to the new, to the latest video from Total War Warhammer 3 that they have brought out the showcase, gameplay showcase for Tamurkhan the Maggot Lord. I have yet to watch this video, so just to get view my first genuine reaction, and after that we'll do like what do we think about this so far. Let's jump right in with the showcase. I really look forward to this one in SFF, and I believe we're gonna look at SF next week. I think next week there's gonna showcase her, and then the week after that will be Malachi. All right, without further ado, I'm gonna mute and we'll watch it together on our HD.
Tanky, disgusting, inevitable.
Look at him. He's glorious.
Tamurkhan offers the fantasy of building a warband from scratch.
Good work, Kayzk. I couldn't ask for a better right-hand thing.
But he also has these kind of Nurgle abilities which make him really disgusting and awesome.
Tamurkhan the Maggot Lord's reeking corpse has puppeted many powerful and grotesque faces, but none have served him quite like Karaka Break Mountain. It is in this ogre tyrant's decaying flesh that Tamurkhan seeks to gather a great horde and fulfill a twisted prophecy of disease and desolation. Delusions of grandeur and questionable hygiene, my kind of legendary lord. We're diving into Tamurkhan's Immortal Empires campaign with ambitions of painting the world green as Nurgle's favoured. We're kicking off in Kudatha, smack bang in the middle of the Northern Chaos Waste, and we're already running into some angry Norskans. Must be the smell. I'd apologise, but I'm not sorry. Because what's there to be sorry about? Look at him. He's glorious. A solid set of starting abilities makes Tamurkhan a formidable, putrid melee force. Feast of the Maggot Lord is particularly interesting to me because popping back up after dying to surprise and harass the enemy general, well, it's just good fun. Coupled with the Maggot Lord trait and a -3 to wound recovery time, and you're looking at a playstyle that speaks to my soul. Reckless, disgusting chaos. We'll learn more about Tamurkhan's infectious inspirations soon, but for now, we've got a garden to build, so we'll construct some weeping creepers for the bonus to growth. Worth noting here, as part of the Nurgle alterations, only military buildings now feature the cycle mechanic to address player feedback that it wasn't great for Nurgle's economy. For an in-depth dive into the changes, check out the links below to read the blog. Much like a garden, a dependable economy relies on stability and an inexhaustible supply of fertilizer. And with that in mind, let's go beat the fertilizer out of these Norskans.
Tamurkhan's whole inspiration was the Throne of Chaos novel. The DLC is even named after it in Thrones of Decay. And in that, he builds this huge warband to try to destroy the Empire. And this time, maybe you can make him a bit more successful.
He comes with all these really exciting units that I think Nurgle players have been dying to get their hands on. So yeah, he's definitely going to fill some holes in that roster. Tamurkhan is a really tanky character who has a lot of weapon strength that he can bring to bear against single targets. Where he kind of falls down is when he's surrounded by many other kind of smaller targets that deal anti-large damage, or when he's shot at from a distance.
The Nurgle tech tree has been rebuilt from the ground up. Currently, it's all about Kugath's Realms of Chaos experience, where we wanted it to be more dynamic, that works for every Nurgle character. We reworked elements of the Nurgle feature set because we thought the theme was there, but maybe it just needed to be dialed up to 11. We designed Tamurkhan to be this big bruiser beatstick. Swapping bodies feels like it loses a little bit of that fantasy for how we'd envisioned him, and the Chieftains kind of carry where he can't quite handle himself.
Good work, Kayzk. I couldn't ask for a better right-hand thing. Okay, our garden's growing nicely, we're pushing into the blood marshes, and our liquefying mouth plague is ravaging the withering fortress. That's a tongue twister. As part of the Nurgle changes, we've addressed feedback that should make plagues more experimental and less min-maxy, so you feel like a real pox brewer. Unfortunately for us, I don't have enough infections right now. Dang. Actually, doesn't matter. Our latest conquest has put us in a position to recruit new hideous help. Tamurkhan's chieftains are a ragtag band of bile and boils, lord to the master of hosts' undeniable dominance. These festering heroes join our cause, bringing with them loyal soldiers from their own cultures. Kayzk the Befouled, Nurgle's legendary hero, has already embedded himself in our army and offers powerful units in exchange for a cost of dominance which is earned through battles and events. Our conflict with the Norscan Kurz has won us Kayzk's continuous loyalty, in turn unlocking additional boons and powerful campaign abilities. Joining Kayzk is Kargan the Crazed, Kayzk Fimdarak, Mournhowl, WARHAMMER III, and Ezar Doombolt. All heroes with their own merits, and we'll need to call on each of them to build our unending host. With their own petty grievances to satisfy, Tamurkhan's chieftains will influence the flow of our campaign, but earning their ultimate devotion will be a bloody affair, though well worth the effort. More chieftains info shortly, but for now, I spy with my decaying eye Skaven ruins to the south, and if I know my Immortal Empires geography, we can expect Boris's Kislevites beyond the blood marshes. Skaven or Kislev, Ezar or Kargan. We'll get to both eventually, and Kargan's hell cannons are tempting, but the coward in me is crying out for some better ranged units. Let's recruit Ezar Doombolt into our merry band and use our remaining dominance to purchase a unit of Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses. With some angry dwarven engineering behind us, we'll make short work of the inferior war host. Short work, I'm sorry.
I'm super excited for the Chieftain's mechanic because it allows you to build a bit of a bonkers brigade. Lots of different flavors of chaos all under the Nurgle banner. It was inspired by his story, which was uniting different tribes of chaos and flavors of chaos, so we thought it was important to bring to the game.
Tamurkhan's campaign playstyle has him roaming around the Warhammer map and bringing in all these different cultures in the form of these chieftains. And in battle, these chieftains augment Tamurkhan's own abilities to smash up enemy armies and cause a lot of devastation.
Tamurkhan at his core is still a Nurgle faction. The extra units from different rosters are unique even from some of the ones we've done before, so no one's ever had access to Chaos Dwarves mixed with Nurgle. The Chieftain mechanic is about gaining the fealty of the other flavors of Chaos, getting the best of them and making the ultimate war host. Oh, Kayzk's by far my favourite. He's got Toad Dragons, what's not to love?
Toad Dragons, the perfect remedy for backstabbing Grimgor. Whilst we were busy with Boris, Mr. Ironhide trampled our garden, yet I'm struggling to be upset. Ezar don't much fancy your kind, and he's been positively popping with excitement and overflowing with fealty with each volley of his Doombolt. We've got dominance growing out of our boils, and we're going to use it to field a few Dreadquake mortars. I told you, Grimgor, we greenskins should stick together, but no. Look what you've made me do. Elsewhere, our Kislevites conflict has made Kargan crazed with love for Tamurkhan, so we'll activate his March of the Crazed ability to refill his army's campaign movement and begin the siege of Karak Vrag ahead of Tamurkhan's slow arrival. That's a lot of orcs, so we've split into 4 fronts. Kargan and our Chaos Lord are leading the main bulk, and across the way, we've got one small army and a pair of lonely siege engines. With Tamurkhan's reinforcements incoming, we've tricked Grimgor into leaving a section of his wall poorly defended. Our Plague Bearers are about to climb the wall, so we'll have our Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle give them a little something to take the edge off any nasty swords they might encounter. A touch of leprosy should do it.
Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle is a mortal spellcaster that brings the Laws of Death and the Laws of Nurgle to the Nurgle roster in a nicely armoured package.
There he is. Tamurkhan joins the party, so we'll link our cavalry units up with the main bulk. When the gates are down, our Bile Trolls will be first through the breach.
Bile Trolls are a Nurgly twist on the idea of a Chaos Troll. They have this ability which allows them to debuff enemy melee defense, which allows all of your Nurgle units to really hit a lot more reliably.
Walls mounted. Gates coming down. The plague can be slowed but never stopped. Who better to spread Nurgle's gift than Kayzk the Befouled?
Kayzk the Befouled is this kind of rotting champion of Nurgle. He rides a rot beast, you don't get him on foot. He's fast, he's agile, he's really not what you'd expect from a Nurgle character, which makes him really interesting.
With chieftains in mind, I wonder how Kargan's doing. As you were, Kargan, good work. I'm gonna go play with the Toad Dragons.
The Toad Dragon is the big bad beastie for the Nurgle roster. It excels at dealing with large groups of infantry and smashing through the enemy battle lines.
Whilst Tamurkhan and the Toad Dragons break their lines, Ezar and his blunderbusses mop up the stragglers, and we deploy some of our heaviest hitters.
The regiments of renown for Nurgle are the Rotting Riders, who are a unit of Rot Knights, the Angels of Decay, which are a unit of Plague Drones, and Noxbringer, who is a Soul Grinder. My favourite out of these regiments of renown are the Rotting Riders.
These Kurgan horsemen have followed Kayzk since the beginning, but they were once esteemed knights. Reinforcements, eh? I think not. Bubelos feeds on a buffet of orcs. More fertilizer for the garden. Our war host grows with our fealty and begs the question, who do we recruit next? First impressions? Favorite chieftain? Let us know in the comments below or follow our links to wishlist now.
Now, I'm really amazed. The showcase they had done, I would say, brilliant of showcasing this faction, this new lord, as well as how the mechanics going to work out. It's if you remember my last video there when we were talking about the blog, when it was introducing Tamurkhan, the Maggot Lord, it's basically what I've read. Basically, is what I had in mind of what it would come out. When I first saw the Regiment Renown, I already knew there was a Regiment Renown Soul Grinder because I saw it, and I was like trying to remember. I was like, I know we don't have a Soul Grinder Regiment Renown version, which comes to in question. Why didn't we have Regiment Renown Soul Grinder for the Zinj? Instead of we had the Regiment Renown, the Vortex Beast. I don't know. We all can't be greedy, but at the same time, just throwing it out there. But that is interesting. So far that I seen looks very nice, very clean. You can see he has so much unit that it was freezing up his gameplay. On his siege battle. So let's take a look of what I first saw. First of all, this was brutal. He didn't even have to do all that. Like, it was unnecessary. Look at that. Just brutal. And he's huge too. He's a big guy. Like, you know that the Chaos Warriors, they're huge. But he's huge. Pestigore looks awesome with the hoods on.
We're diving into Tamurkhan's Immortal Empires campaign with ambition.
So let's take a look here. We have the faction, got some nice trait. Tamurkhan Warhorse emerges from the fallen city, the Maggot Lord, intent on proving his supremacy as Nurgle's most powerful champion. Tamurkhan the Maggot Lord. As you can see, he started with a the Tamurkhan the Maggot Lord. His faction is called the Maggot Host, which is pretty cool. I like the sigil. Like, that look pretty bad. He started off with Plague Ogres, Rot Knights. Is it called Rot Knight or Rotting Knights? No, I think Rotting Knights is the Regiment Renown version. 2 Warriors of Chaos. What is that? Army Piercing one, and then 1 Pestigore. So the faction effects has access to Tamurkhan Chieftain, providing unique heroes, unique ability. We're going to talk about that because I saw something that's pretty cool. That's very interesting. I don't think he fully explained it. Campaign movement range plus 10% for all armies. All right, that's cool. Recruitment health plus 10% for all the non-demonic non-demonic units. So I'm guessing they get an increased 10%. Interesting. Lord effects, wounds, recovery time -3. Ability, Nurgle's favorite son. That's what we saw. Melee attack +5 for all for non-demonic units. All right. Attribute immune to psychology for non-demonic units. Now the very interesting part. So I feel like he's not going to be filled with demons units as much as like other faction like Kugaf and Festus. Like it's like more going to be mixed. He's going to be like Festus, like where you just mix in a lot of plague motors of Nurgle variation. All right, so another thing we get to see here is that his stat. He started off with a 8,500 attack. I mean, hit points, 60 armor. I thought he was going to be like really tanky. 100 leadership. So I'm guessing he's going to be unbreakable, or he just have really high leadership. Oh, yeah, he is unbreakable. Speed's going to be 45, so that's pretty decent, especially for him. Melee attacks 56, nice with poison attack. Melee defense 42, weapon strength 500 with an anti-large, longest with armor piercing. Charge bonus 50. Charge bonus 50 on its own? That's crazy. So we got some activable ability, Nurgle's favorite son. Like he's a siege attacker. Note that all legendary lords are siege attacker. If you find one legendary lord that you have that's not a siege attacker, please note to CA about that, because they announced that every legendary lord that you start off with will be a siege attacker. Causes fear, resilience, unbreakable. That's awesome. I don't know if it's because of that he's a maggot, or there might be some story around it. He's a wall breaker, so you can attack a wall. Ogre charge, which is going to be very... That's another plus right there. Mark of Nurgle, wounds, feast of the Maggot Lord. That's the one that... Oh, rotting host. It's one of these two that you get the chance to come back to life. Missile resist. Come with a missile resistant already with a 15%. That's really good. Unless all ogres comes with that, then it's nothing. All right, let's just move on for that. Oop, I don't know why I did that. Oh, clicking the wrong one. Feast of Maggot Lord, that's the one I was talking about. Get a heal per second of 4%, cannot die. Now, this is very interesting. I don't know if this is because of the embargo. I don't know what that is. These are the Plague Ogres, Pestigor, and this is obviously something. You can see all these units are going to receive these traits. So let me see. Yeah, the one I was talking about was their Lord effects, which is really cool. All right, so right away, you see that, as I mentioned on the last video with the blog, that the military and basic military and advanced military are going to only be the cyclical buildings that are going to advance through a cycle, while the infrastructure and the defense buildings are just going to stay the same, static. That way, keeping it more viable for not affecting your economy and your defense by compromising just for the sake of the military. And not only that, and if I'm not mistaken, boosting the military building, you also can spend infectious points on this. Hopefully it'll show it, maybe. So I guess his name is not Kayzk, his name is Kayzk. Alright, so these are the Plague Ogres. We got the Plague Ogres, there's a monster of infantry, entire infantry, Ogre's charge, point assist attack, so it got some ability. Wall breaker, yeah. 9,808 health, hit points with 16 entity in the squad. Armor of 50, leadership is 80. That's pretty high, yeah. Yeah, is it? Yeah, it is high, because most of the ogres, they got low leadership, but this is pretty high for them, for their kinds. Speed 42, pretty decently fast, especially for Nurglish unit. Melee attack 36. I was expecting a little bit more than that. Melee defense 38. I was like, if this was reversed, I accept that. Weapon strength 110. anti-infantry bonuses versus infantry. Armor piercing. Yeah, it doesn't say up tier, but it's right here. Charge bonus 40, pretty much the same as the commander. Immune to psychology. Marco Nurgle. Then we got the Pestigore, which is their great axe infantry, meaning like you do not send them in the front. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Vanguard are meant for you just throw them in there to wait for the rest of the army to get in there, and yeah, but they're not gonna hold off there. The idea of being a Vanguard is just to throw them, get there, cause some damage, and disrupt their formation pretty much, and that's about it. Like you can expect them to be wiped out if possible, if it happens. So they're armor piercing melee. Vanguard, I like how they say armor piercing melee. They just say armor piercing, or it's just happened to be that's how it always been. Vanguard deployment, scaly skin. That's a boost to 15% of. I think it's 15 or is it 25? Almost. For the safe side, I believe it's 15% of missile resistance, poison attack, 8,480. Oh my God, 8,480 hit points with 80 entity in that unit, with 25 armor, 70 leadership. Great, once again, great leadership. Speed 38. I was expecting like a little bit more than that. Yeah, how the hell this? Hold on. How's the Ogres are faster than the Pestigore? I don't believe that. I can never understand that. Melee attacks 34? Yo, you're as strong as this guy. What the hell? Oh, but like, yeah, it's, well, this is a tier 2 unit. This is a tier 4 unit. You don't really see that much tier 4, tier 5 units here. Melee defense 20, yeah, pretty much. Weapon storing 28. With the armor piercing, charge bonus 26. Let's see. Show some hidden, not hidden, but passive ability here, but it won't show it. What's next? And then you see the Rot Knights.
Yeah, he's definitely going to fill some holes in that roster.
Rot Knights, monster cavalry. What little survives the yeah, they're showing this on purpose because why else would they show this? They got a region that's active right now. What little survives the slobbering jaws will meet their doom by a lance of utterly foul affliction, because they uses lance. Their health pool will be 7,744. It looks like there's something here. I think, what is that? Did it say something special about this? I don't know, but that look interesting. They come in 32 into the they're obviously a large. They're tier 4. Armor, they're heavily armored, so they're like, I want to say heavily armored, but they're armored for sure. 70 leadership 82, great. Speed 75. You see, I knew it. That's pretty fast. They say like, oh, they reduce their to sacrifice their speed, but that's still fast though. Melee attack 53. Oh my god, that's crazy. Melee defense 40. That's decent. Weapon storing 64. Anti-large with armor piercing. Charge bonus 60. Immune to psychology. Their weakness to fire. Marco Nurgle regen causes fear and can hide.
Tamurkhan is a really tanky character who has a lot of weapon strength that he can bring to bear against single targets.
He looks so savage with that splash damage.
When he's surrounded by many other kind of smaller targets that deal anti-large damage, or when he's shot at from a distance.
So just make sure you don't get surrounded by units that have anti-large attributes. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he could do well on his own. So now this is the part that we were talking about on the last video with the blog, that the technology, there are two separate sheets of faction and military. I think who does this similarity? The Chaos Dwarfs also does this, and I think the other faction, I'm trying to remember what other race does this. I don't remember. But as you can see, that now they're separated and they're still pretty big. And if I'm not mistaken, before it looked like a tree. This one still looked like a tree, but like not really. You see the roots and it's like spread out. It's like more like a willow tree.
We reworked
Alright, so you see like one tech, you see Plague Paragon, hit points plus 5% for all characters, battle healing cap plus 10% for all armies, number of use plus 1 for bounce spells on great unclean ones. So this is great because not only are you getting bone tech, it's sad that it's got to be the last one. It's not the last one, but it's just like you have to go around it. I think you have to get all of these before getting this, but it's still a good tech, not bad. And yeah, that's really good. It's not bad.
to the Nurgle.
I'm trying to. Oh, then we're gonna see. Look at these. The blue line. It's a little bit different. Maybe it's because of the icon. We got server died, looter, blessed by the blight. Now, either it's the same thing or it's a little. It's just they changed the icon. Now, I don't know. It's very interesting. We got a little thing called Relentless Pursuer. Don't know what that is. Might be something new. Wait, bloated carcass. That's missile resistant. Then this must be something different. Bubelos. We got a reputed son of the Kurgan. Ferocious Maggot. Worm's Resilience. Puppet Tyrant. The Lumbering Horror. Master of Host. Let's check this one. So reputed son of a Kurgan. You get it. You unlock these at rank 12, which I like to do since there's like what 1 2 3 4 5 6, like a rank starting at rank 6 I save up 6 points, and then once at rank 12 I just get all this at once, only if everything is a bit usable for I could take advantage of these. Certain lords you cannot take advantage of, like because some of them don't make sense to your gameplay. So with this one, at rank 12, you get a recruitment cost minus 25% for non-demonic units. Casualty replenish rate plus 20% for non-demonic units. Oh my god, the replenish rate. Oh, disgusting. And I love it. Alright, so he's still he's still considered as a non-demonic? Looking like that, I thought you're a demon. wait, so the Warsharn is considered as non-demonic? Then what the fuck is that? That's not a monster? Or is that a giant?
Be this big bruiser beatstick. Swapping bodies feels like it loses a little bit of that fantasy for how we'd envisioned him. And the Chieftains kind of carry where he can't quite handle himself.
Good work, Kayzk.
Yeah, Kayzk.
Thing.
That's funny.
Okay, our garden's growing nicely, we're pushing into the blood marshes, and our liquefying mouth plague is ravaging the withering fortress. That's a tongue twister. As part of the Nurgle changes, we've addressed feedback that should make plagues more
And this is what we were looking at,
the
the symptom.
So you feel like a real pox brewer. Unfortunately for us, I don't have enough infections right now. Damn.
Yeah, it's funny. He didn't talk about the spreading and stuff like that.
Units in exchange for
Now, he doesn't mention this Chieftain ability much. He just selected one. So my question is, so that means you could actually select whatever hero and just freaking activate an ability all at once, as long as you pay for the fee for it. Like this one's cost 1 Chieftain point, and this one enables attrition for enemies, armies in Kayzk current armies province, blah blah blah. And then while you activate this, you can also activate somebody else's ability. That's what I'm assuming. Oh, so look at this. Chaos Chariots and Nurgle. A Chaos Chariot is a terrifying thing to slam into an enemy line, punching through with maddening strength. Now the question is, I don't know why he always leave it like that. I feel like it is intentional. So, it's interesting. So got some armor, lots of armor, great leadership, great speed, mid attack, mid defense, pretty decent for a chariot. Weapon strength 40, very great anti-infantry. These are great for early game, and I think by late game it's not very valuable unless you're using an army to defend yourself. with basic stuff. Church bonus 76. It's regular. Anyway, move on.
Of dominance, which is earned
And then
from
we got
battles and
Rotten
events. Our
Knights.
conflict with the Norscan Kurz has won us Kayzk's continuous loyalty, in turn unlocking additional boons and powerful campaign abilities.
Oh, he does talk about. My bad.
Joining Kayzk is Kargan the Crazed. Kayzk
So that's Kargan. Purchase units are recruited from the Chieftain unit recruitment panel. And okay. So to get a new one, you could recruit them at the cost of Chieftain. I thought you would have to like fight something and stuff like that. There's no end to the vile horrors that madness and could drive one soul to enact. And you get a trait of camping movement range plus 25% after raising a settlement, accompanying Lord. Income from raising settlement plus 5% faction wide. And he get a unique talisman, virulent boon, passive ability auras of madness, ability witness me.
Zak Vimdarak. More
And then we got wait.
is Kargan the Crazed.
Wait, did it too fast.
Joining powerful campaign ability. Kurz has won us Kayzk's
See,
continuous
increases the field to following faction. Okay, I think you just get them. Like, that's the first one you're gonna get.
joining Kayzk now.
I think I went too far.
Kayzk.
Okay, so it shows here increase the fatigue of the craze via the following action: raising sentiment, defeating Empire, Petronia, Kate, or Kislev in battle. Okay. So, interesting. So I think you could just recruit them, but in order to keep on increasing fidelity, is by doing these type of action. Okay.
Vimdarak.
And then we got a farmer, which wielding such dark and ancient arcane power, Kayzk will not remain forgotten for long. His trait is income from sacking settlement plus 5%. A faction 1 wins a magic power reserve plus 5 per turn. Own army. Talents are unique. I'm guessing everybody's going to get unique talisman. Sigil of Madness wins a magic cost minus 25% for overcasting spell. Okay, that's cool. Attribute causes fear, causes terror. And it's researching technology, defeating high elves, dark elves, any elves.
Mournhound.
And then we got, like he said, more hounds. Revenge is the best served at the tip of a bloody claw and the point of sharp and gnashing teeth. Trait, attribute, stalk during ambushes. Ooh, all units in the army. That is scary as hell, right? I mean, it makes no. Now, if it was stalk and snipe, then that'd be useful. But stalk, I don't know, because once you get close, it doesn't matter, right? Ambush success chance plus 10%. Okay. Ambush defense chance plus 10%, which is going to be great against Skaven. And I like how they have these green variation of the clothing, which is very nice touch. Talisman Unkind Taint. Okay. Enables frostbite attacks for all non-Nurgle Chieftain units in Morhaul's army. Bomb spell, Death Frenzy. Now, is it on him or? Yeah, it gotta be on him. Wait, is that enable frostbite attacks for all non-Nurgle Chieftain units? Non-Nurgle Chieftain units. Non-Nurgle Chieftain. I'm guessing. Okay. So it's like, I don't know if these are maybe part of it, but these are considered as Nurgle.
Joining Kayzk is Kargan the Crazed.
These are
Kayzk
Chaos units, and then these are Chaos War units, and then these are Norscan units. So,
Mournhound.
and then there's still more Norscan units. So I'm guessing these are the one that could be implied with the frostbite.
WARHAMMER III.
And then we got Grukmer Truehorn. When the beastly hordes roar, hungry for battle, dark sorcery shall aid in their slaughter. Trait: income from raiding plus 5%, faction Y. Raiding stance causes Nurgle corruption plus 2. Nice. Now, I started to understand that each of them serve its own purpose and give you additional boost to everything that exists. Just not too much. It's just a little boost to it. Talisman, Reeking Talisman. Yeah, that's a good name. Spell resistance 10% of all units in an army. Will be great when you have them mix in and just casting spell. Bounce spell, Savage Dominion. Savage Dominion, if I'm not mistaken, that means you're summoning Cygors. Right? That's what it is. And not only that, his Chieftain unit recruitment panel will be Centaur, Cygors, and Gorgon. I think that's what's his name. Oh, we're not even looking at the Chieftain ability. Let's look. So, yeah, we saw this. Chance of a plague spreading plus 20%. All army.
For a cost of dominance, which loyalty. In turn, unlock is Kargan the
Okay, they got. And then his is attribute perfect vigor for all units in Kargan Kray's current army. I'm guessing within the Lord's army and stuff like that. Completely refill campaign movement range for Kargan the Kray's current army. Now, I don't know why I keep saying current army. It's talking about within the army that of Tamurkhan, or like does he get his own army?
Kayzk Fimdarak.
Oh, and let's see. Sorry about that.
Is Kargan the Kray's.
You got aspiring champion, Hell Cannon. These are Shaggy Ogre, or this is Dragon Ogres. I don't know. I can't have them recruit any of them before.
Kayzk Fimdarak.
These are Firmer, I believe. Firmer Armored and Frostworm. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't call them that. They're Frost Cold Dragon. Winter Dragon. I don't know what they're called now. Oh, did we miss the ability? Campaign movement range minus 100% for enemies' army starting their turn in the same province as Kayzk Fimdarak current army. Army ability Dance of Despair for Kayzk Fimdarak current. I don't know what Dance of Despair, but that'll be interesting to look into. Okay, Morhound, where we look into this, you could recruit Skin Wolves, Mammoth, Armor Mammoth. Its ability enable the stalking stance for Morhound's current army. Wait, what? Enables the stalking stance? So is that like ambushing? Enable stalking stance for all army. Oh wow, the more powerful version of it. How long does it last though? Like for a turn or what? And then this guy, which I mentioned his ability and stuff like that. Centaur, Cygos, Gorgon, and then enables the Beast Path stance for WARHAMMER 3 horns, and then enable Beast Path stance for all your armies. Okay. And his deal with damn, it's all he's reading too. Okay, this one's researching. Okay, else. Okay. And then his is about raiding, defeating lizardmen, ogres, beastmen, chaos wolf in battle. And then his is about purchasing chieftain units. So you get fealty by that. Defeating vampire counts, anything undead. Counts coast tomb kings. And then we got Azar and Duboat, just like he mentioned. Income from looting settlement 5%. Faction Y, recruit rank +1 for all chieftain unit. Talisman, curse, Yeti. Job bomb. Explosive missile damage +20%. Oh. Beautiful. Missile strength +15% all units. Oh my god. Can you imagine your mortar missile strength increased by 15% more? They don't need boost. You know what they need? They need time reduction. They need reload time reduction. You do that for that, you're set, bro. Just the idea of that is just so orgasmic. Alright, so anyway, looting settlements, defeating Skaven, greenskin, dwarfs in the battle. So, okay, that makes sense. You could get blunderbuss and then this sharpshooter, I forgot his name, I really did. His ability will be enables replenishment in the enemy territory for Azar. And you got Azar Dome's well current army will be fully replenished. What the fudge? You shitting me. That is really good. I wonder what's the cooldown like. And you see how you can recruit it by 7. So now the question is, can you recruit him and then do something else? Or is it ideally not to do that? Just recruit what you can so you could build a refilty so that way you can save other points for activating and stuff like that. So you basically get 3 chariots of Nurgle, 3 rot knights. Wait, just to make sure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 rot knights and 2 toad dragon. I mean, it makes sense because toad dragon is like looks like it's gonna be very powerful. It says it's gonna be the most expensive unit that Nurgle have in the roster.
Now, let's ranged units. Let's recruit Ezar Doombolt into our merry band and use our remaining dominance to purchase.
So just by recruiting them, you already get unlock those things.
Some angry dwarven engineering behind us will make short work of the inferior war host. Short work. I'm sorry.
I'm super excited for
Holy
this
shit, that
mechanic
actually
because it allows you to
blind
build a bit of
me just now.
brigade, lots of different flavors of chaos all under the Nurgle
Wait,
banner.
did it say his name?
The Bonkers Brigade, lots of different flavors of chaos all under the Nurgle banner. It was inspired by his story, which was uniting different tribes of chaos under the Nurgle banner. It was inspired by his story, which was uniting different.
So this is like pretty much model after Genghis Khan when he just like recruiting all the chieftain war tribe into one,
chaos and flavors of chaos.
gaining like thousands of horsemen.
Campaign playstyle has him roaming around the Warhammer map and bringing all these different cultures. And
Or maybe I'm just exaggerating what I just said.
roaming around the Warhammer
So let's see here. So yeah, like you bring them into your army. Like, did you like recruit it? Is it in your army automatically, or is it like purchased, or you have to purchase this after you select them?
different cultures in the form of these chieftains. And in battle, these chieftains augment Tamurkhan's own abilities to smash up enemy armies and cause a lot of devastation.
Oh, Chaos Lord of Nurgle, Chaos Armor Shielded, Melee Expert, Poison Attack, 5,874 health. I don't think that's a lot though. I don't know. Armored, Super Shield with 100 armored. Let's see if we got leadership of 80, speed 33, melee attack 45 with poison, melee defense 65. Oh shit. Weapon strength 490. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Nurgle is not too keen with melee attack. It's mostly melee defense. Charge bonus 30, and we got some ability down here. Then we got some Rot Knights, Monster Cavalry, but oh no, these are okay. We already didn't we see this? I believe we did. Yeah, we did. Oh, we did. It's just that he didn't
Tamurkhan
display them.
is still a Nurgle faction. The extra units from different rosters are unique even from some of the ones we've done before. So no one's ever had access to Chaos Dwarves mixed with Nurgle. The Chieftain mechanical, so no extra.
No fucking doubt we don't have access. You see, the purchase of it is 0. So my question is, can you have them even though you have them in your own army, and can you have them again, just only to the limit of the capacity to another army? Holy shit! These Rot Knights are like 455. They cost more than Hell Cannon.
Units from different rosters are unique even from some of the ones we've done before. So no one's ever had access to Chaos Dwarves mixed with Nurgle. The Chieftain mechanic is about gaining the fealty of the other flavors of Chaos, getting the best of them, and making the ultimate war host.
Yeah, what the hell is this? Oh, those are the Bio Trolls. Okay. So the Bio Trolls, you don't unlock them. Okay. I mean, you do unlock them, but you recruit them from the building.
Oh, Kayzk's by far my favourite. He's got Toad Dragons. What's not to love?
Toad dragons, the perfect remedy for backstabbing Grimgor. Whilst we were busy.
Okay. So let's look at his army.
Goat dragons, the perfect remedy for backstabbing Grimgor.
So right now you can see that he had 2 blown bust, 1 sharpshooter, 1 chaos, chariot chaos, chaos of oh my god, chariot of Nurgle. We got War Shrine. We got Rot Knight. 1 recruited from I guess the Chieftain units, and 1 is recruited from the military building. But this one's already at rank 9, which is interesting. And we got the regiment renown unit here, the Forsaken, that's old, but I believe they're called Angel of Death. And some Hell Counter. He just recruited a Toad Dragon. Hold on. He just did that real swift. So it doesn't look like he costs that much. His upkeep is at 402. That Rotting Knight is more expensive than that.
Boris, Mr. Ironhide trampled our garden, yet I'm struggling to be upset. Ezard don't much fancy your kind, and he's been positively popping with excitement and overflowing with fealty.
So he just got a Toad Dragon, and then he just mixed it in with a Dreadquake mortars. That's how you say it.
Look what you've made me do. Elsewhere, our Kizavite conflict has made Kargan crazed with love for Tamurkhan.
Alright, so let's look at this. So this is another army. I don't see no unit from the Chieftain unit panel. So I'm guessing you can't do it. Or he's choosing not to.
Has made Kargan crazed with love for Tamurkhan, so we'll activate his March of the Crazed ability to refill his army's campaign movement and begin the siege of Karak.
Wait, no. That's not true, because look. So I'm guessing he can't do it like the way that Tamurkhan have, but I'm guessing you still can recruit their units though, and other means, because look, there's a Hell Cannon and a Dragon. Yeah, also it is a Dragon Ogre. You could, oh my god, it's a Dragon Ogre. That's crazy. Dragon Ogre with Nurgles?
That's a lot of orcs, so we've split into 4 fronts. Kargan and our Chaos Lord are leading the main bulk, and across the way, we've got 1 small army and a pair of lonely siege engines. With Tamurkhan's reinforcements incoming, we've tricked Grimgor into leaving a section of his wall.
Wait, so look at this.
Incoming.
This is a different army, and this one has 2 Chieftain units. So I don't know if he put it in a different army, or what.
We've tricked Grimgor into leaving a section of his wall poorly defended. Our Plague Bearers are about to climb the wall, so we'll have our Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle give them a little something to take the edge off any nasty swords they might encounter. A touch of leprosy should do it.
Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle is a mortal spellcaster that brings the laws of death and the laws of Nurgle to the Nurgle roster in a nicely armored package.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing new here. I feel like I already saw this though. Like, don't we have one?
There he is. Tamurkhan joins the party, so we'll link our cavalry units up with the main bulk. When the gates are down, our Bile Trolls will be first through the breach.
Like, that would be cool, just having, like, Nurgle of Toad with, Toad Dragon mixing. Oh, sorry. Let's look at the Bile Troll. So, Bile Trolls, monstrous infantry, armor piercing melee, regeneration, poison attack, just as I mentioned, 16 entity of 16, 9,408. That's pretty. Hold on, that is a lot, isn't it? Yeah, because even single entity is hardly can get up to 10,000. Armor 40, leadership 50, speed 50. Pretty much so good. Set the leadership. Melee attack 28 with poison attack. Melee defense 46. Weapon strength 115 with armor piercing damage, charge bonus 30. Like, yeah, like it doesn't reflect on what it says on paper, at least in my opinion, because I feel like that should be a little bit more higher than I expected. Now he should be weakness to fire, but it doesn't show that. Doesn't have that symbol. But you could also rely on the regeneration with a high cap, high health cap there.
gates coming down. The plague can be slowed but never stopped. Who
You see
better
how
to spread
like it
Nurgle's
jack
gift than Kayzk the
his
Befouled?
computer like act up.
Kayzk the
Either that or
Befouled
he
is
just
the
like cropped it out.
rotting champion of Nurgle. He rides a
Wait.
rot beast you don't get is this kind of rotting champion.
Kayzk the Befouled. I don't think I've seen this stat before, right? No, we did, right? No, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Melee specialist to be considered befouled by even the virulent hordes of Nurgle is a disgustingly impressive feat indeed. 4,620. Well, might be a little bit higher because it's missing some health. It's a large entity. Armor 70. Leadership. You can't say 86. I'll give it take like 80. I don't know for now. Speed 100 is 101. So weird number here. Melee attack. I can't say 81, but let's give it take like around 70, which is still good. Melee defense 66. Weapon strength 517. Well, 480, I guess. Anti-infantry, armor piercing, charge bonus 90, and some abilities. Yeah, got pushing the toughness and stuff like that.
Champion of Nurgle. He rides a rot beast. You don't get him on foot.
So you start off with
He's
on a mount,
he's
never on a
agile,
foot.
He's really not what you'd expect.
Oh, there it is. Okay, that's his genuine stat. How about you fucking lead with that next time? Armor, infantry, regeneration, poison attack, 4,482, 70, 80, 75, 54. Wait, what? What happened to 101? I've been bamboozled. Wow, weapon strength 370. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is when he's like level 1. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Which makes him really interesting.
With chieftains in mind, I wonder how Kargan's doing. As you were, Kargan, good work. I'm gonna go play with the toad dragons.
The toad dragon is the big bad beast.
Wait, did it show us? Yeah, it showed us that. Oh my god, look at that. 1,300. I'm sorry, 13,000 on his toad dragon. 60 armor. Leadership beyond 100. Well, he's unbreakable, so it doesn't matter. Speed 72. Melee attack 78. Might be because, whatever. Melee defense. So he dropped his melee defense for exchange for melee attack. His weapon strength is up. It's over 600. It's over 700. Got anti-infantry and anti-large, along and with armor piercing. Now I believe he dropped charge bonus. Now, oh my god, show the toad dragon but real quick.
Big bad beast.
Hopefully it show it.
It excels at dealing with large groups of
Okay, it does. Okay.
smashing.
So it's considered as a colossal beast. Unspeakable foulness. Interesting. Anti-infantry, scaly skin with 11,000, close to 12,000 hit point. Large entity is a tier 5. Armor 60, leadership 85, speed 60, melee attack 51 with poison attack, melee defense 36, weapon strength 600, anti-infantry, armor piercing as I mentioned, charge bonus 42. I feel like it's going to be an impressive beast.
Through the enemy battle lines.
Whilst Tamurkhan and the toad dragons break their lines.
I think you want like anti-large units, bodyguard toad dragons, because you want them to bother them.
His blunderbusses mop up the stragglers, and we deploy some of our heaviest hitters.
The regiments of renown for Nurgle are the Rotting Riders.
Okay, the Rotting Riders. They basically the same, if I'm not mistaken. But it looked like there's an ability right here that's not recognizable to the regular one.
A unit of Rot Knights. The Angels of Decay, which are a unit of Plague Drones.
Oh, there it is. Armor piercing, special range weapon, poison attack, come at 12, tier 4 unit. Missile strength for 167 with armor piercing, poison. Let's see. Shoots while moving. I don't see the difference between this and the other one. Maybe I'm not looking at it right.
And Noxbringer, who is
Noxbringer. And yeah, pretty much Soulbringer. Same Soulbringer, doesn't have that much. I don't think this is any different. I reckon it's the same thing.
My favourite out of these regiments of renown are the Rotting Riders.
These Kurgan horsemen have followed Kayzk since the beginning, but they were once esteemed knights. Reinforcements, eh? I think not.
Wait, hold on. What was that?
Reinforcements, eh?
So this looked like it's an arming ability, but it's a bombardment. Something I never seen, and I don't think they ever talked about. This is called Pandemixium. Pandemixium. Range damage 50, 40% of armor piercing is a magical attack, damage, or attack, magical attack. Explosive damage 105 with 57% of explosive armor piercing. I think that's what it's called. Contacts poison, number of projectiles 30, range infinite, duration 4. So you could pretty much do it on any map. Duration, it lasts for 4 seconds. Cooldown's 120 seconds. However, it's a +1, so I'm guessing either this is redundant, or you can boost this to an additional 1 plus a +1. I believe that may be the case.
I think not.
Wow, it just shredded that one unit. And you know who he just used it on? Archers. Hold on. 1.5 archer. Yeah, this archer too. Oh, maybe some big ones. I don't know. I would have waited for them to crowd. That's one of them is dying. Which is the Lord. Fleshly abundance would have been helpful. So, mind you, hold on. Maybe it'll show it once they. This should have increased. So apparently, it's studying. You don't get the army ability points by taking hits. You get the army ability points by the enemy armies taking debuff, contacts, affliction, and some other shit I forgot. But yeah, based on infliction on debuff and contacts and stuff like that. I still found it interesting that it was one herald of Nurgle on a rock fly. Looked at more green than usual.
Our war host grows with our fealty and begs the question: who do we recruit next?
Something like that.
First impressions? Favorite chieftain?
That's about it for the gameplay showcase for the Tamurkhan Maggot Lord. And let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below and tell me what you think about what you seen in the video so far. There should be a link down below in the description just for you to watch the video yourself. And don't forget to like and share this video. All right. With that being said, this is Alpha Omega. I'll see you in the next video.